Loneliness. We've all felt it. That heavy feeling of emptiness, the longing for connection. It's a universal human experience, but it doesn't have to define us. There's hope, and there's a way through. Loneliness can be isolating, but remember, you're not alone in feeling this way. Millions of people around the world are facing the same struggle. It's time to break free from this cycle and create a life filled with meaningful connections. Why do we feel lonely? Life throws curveballs. Sometimes these unexpected events can leave us feeling isolated and disconnected from the world around us. It's a feeling that can creep up on us when we least expect it. Big life changes can leave us feeling lost. Moving to a new city, starting a new job, or even ending a significant relationship can disrupt our sense of stability and belonging. These transitions can be overwhelming, making it difficult to find our footing. Job loss, breakups, moving to a new city, they all disrupt our routines and support systems. When our daily lives are turned upside down, it can be challenging to maintain the connections that once grounded us. The familiar faces and places that provided comfort are suddenly out of reach. Social media often makes us feel inadequate. As we scroll through endless feeds of seemingly perfect lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We see others' highlight reels and wonder why our own lives don't measure up. We compare ourselves to others and feel even more isolated. The curated images and stories can make us feel like we're missing out, deepening our sense of loneliness. It's a cycle that's hard to break. But loneliness is not just about being alone. It's a complex emotion that can affect anyone, regardless of their social situation. Even in a room full of people, we can feel disconnected and unseen. We can feel lonely in a crowd. The hustle and bustle of a busy city or a lively event can sometimes amplify our feelings of isolation. Surrounded by strangers, we may struggle to find meaningful connections. We can feel lonely even in a relationship. Being physically close to someone doesn't always translate to emotional closeness. Misunderstandings, lack of communication, and unmet needs can create a sense of distance between partners. It's about a lack of meaningful connection. True connection goes beyond surface-level interactions. It's about feeling understood, valued, and supported by those around us. When these deeper connections are missing, loneliness can take hold, and it affects our mental and physical well-being. Loneliness can lead to feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress. It can also have physical effects such as weakened immune systems and increased risk of chronic illnesses. Understanding the void of loneliness is the first step towards addressing it and finding ways to reconnect. The first step to overcoming loneliness is simple. Acknowledge it. Don't ignore it. Don't judge yourself for feeling this way. Acceptance is key. Once you acknowledge the feeling, you can start to address it. You have the power to change your situation. You are not powerless. It's time to take charge and create the life you deserve, a life filled with joy, connection, and belonging. It's a journey, and it starts with you. Start small. Set realistic goals. Don't try to do everything at once. Start by saying hello to a neighbor. Join a local club or group. Take a class in something you've always wanted to learn. Every little interaction counts. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to overcoming loneliness. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your efforts. You're on the right track. Section 5. Finding your tribe. Connect with like-minded people. What are your passions? What interests you? Find groups or communities that share your interests. This could be anything from book clubs and hiking groups to online forums and support groups. Shared interests provide a natural starting point for conversation. It's easier to connect with people when you have something in common. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You never know who you might meet. Section 6. The gift of giving. Volunteer your time. Helping others is a powerful way to combat loneliness. It shifts your focus outward. It connects you to something larger than yourself. And it creates opportunities for meaningful interactions. Volunteering offers a sense of purpose. It allows you to make a difference in the lives of others. And it opens your heart to new connections. Give it a try. You might be surprised by the positive impact it has on your own well-being. Section 7. Embracing vulnerability. Building genuine connections requires vulnerability. Let people see the real you. Share your thoughts and feelings. Don't be afraid to be open and honest. Vulnerability fosters trust and intimacy. It allows others to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. True connection comes from a place of authenticity. Section 8. Sarah's story. From isolation to connection. Sarah, a young woman who moved to a new city for work, felt incredibly isolated. The bustling streets and the constant hum of the city were a stark contrast to the quiet, familiar surroundings she had left behind. She missed her friends and family deeply. The photos on her phone were a bittersweet reminder of the good times she had shared with them. She struggled to find her place in her new environment. The cafes and parks, though filled with people, felt empty and unwelcoming to her. But Sarah decided to take action. She knew that change wouldn't come if she stayed in her comfort zone. She made a list of activities she enjoyed and set out to find local groups and clubs that matched her interests. She joined a local hiking club. The fresh air and the camaraderie of fellow hikers provided her with a sense of peace and belonging. She started volunteering at an animal shelter. The joy of helping animals and the shared passion with other volunteers brought a new sense of purpose to her life. Slowly but surely, she began to build connections. Each new friendship was a small victory, a step towards feeling at home in her new city. Today, Sarah has a vibrant social life and feels a strong sense of belonging in her new city. She attends social gatherings, participates in group activities, and has formed bonds that she cherishes deeply. Her journey from isolation to connection is a testament to the power of taking initiative and stepping out of one's comfort zone. Section 9. The Digital Age and Loneliness. In today's world, technology is an integral part of our daily lives. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we are constantly connected to the digital realm. Technology can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it allows us to stay in touch with friends and family no matter where they are in the world. Video calls, social media, and instant messaging have made it easier than ever to maintain relationships. While it offers opportunities for connection, it also has its downsides. The convenience of digital communication can sometimes replace face-to-face interactions, leading to a sense of isolation. It can also fuel loneliness. The more time we spend online, the less time we have for real-world interactions. This can create a void that technology alone cannot fill. Social media often presents a distorted view of reality. We see only the highlights of people's lives, the perfect moments that they choose to share. We see curated versions of people's lives, which can make us feel like our own lives are lacking in comparison. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy and envy, It's important to remember that what we see online is not the full picture. Everyone has their struggles, even if they don't show them on social media. Limit your social media consumption. Set boundaries for yourself and take breaks when needed. This can help you maintain a healthier relationship with technology. Focus on quality over quantity when it comes to online interactions. Engage in meaningful conversations and connect with people who truly matter to you. Use technology to enhance your offline connections, not replace them. Plan to meet in person whenever possible and use digital tools to facilitate these real-world interactions. Schedule video calls with loved ones. Regularly check in with friends and family to maintain those important relationships. Join online communities that align with your interests. These can provide a sense of belonging and help you connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in virtual events and workshops. These can be great opportunities to learn new things and meet new people, even from the comfort of your own home. Finally, don't forget to take time for yourself. Unplug from technology every now and then and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Balance is key. By managing your digital life and prioritizing real-world connections, you can navigate the digital age without succumbing to loneliness. Section 10. Cultivating lasting connections. Building relationships takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Nurture your connections. Reach out to friends and family. Make an effort to stay in touch. Small gestures go a long way. A phone call, a text message, a handwritten card. These simple acts of kindness show your loved ones that you care, and they help to strengthen your bonds. Section 11. A brighter tomorrow. Overcoming loneliness is possible. It's a journey that requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to put yourself out there. But you don't have to do it alone. Reach out for support, connect with others, embrace the power of human connection. You are worthy of love and belonging. You deserve to live a life filled with meaningful connections. Take that first step today. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your brighter tomorrow awaits.